Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon. Welcome to another episode of Naruto. This is episode number 34. And yes, again, the videos have been coming out a little bit slower this week just because of things like the election, me having a migraine, and actually job searching because I've been looking for a new job recently. So I've been very, very busy. So apologies for not having videos out as on time as normal, but that should be back to normal this week. So this is episode number 34, and in last episode we got a little conclusion to the sort of fight that was going on between the students of the Sound Village and Orochimaru's kind of students, and you know, the likes of Ino, Sakura, the rest of Ino's squad, and then even Rock Lee's squad showed up. Everyone kind of showed up all at once to come together and support Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto. And we saw a load of cool abilities. We saw the shadow possession, we saw the mind transfer again. And it was a nice little bit of spotlight for some of the characters that had either been kind of put across as either a little bit cowardly or a little bit weak. And, they managed to show that, they're there for a reason, even though they are what you'd probably consider the weaker of the Genin, they are still Genin, they still have abilities. They still are able to an extent, hold their own. And it was a nice little kind of, episode just to focus on them. And then we moved on to, Sasuke waking up and whatever this curse mark had done to him, it was transforming him and taking over him, and it obviously increased his chakra massively, but it also kind of changed his perception, it changed his personality, and we saw as the curse mark kind of grew, the more he changed. And so, he was even talking about, Orochimaru has shown me what it means to succeed and to get vengeance, even if it means turning evil. And, at that moment, you're like, whoa, let's calm down, Sasuke. Let's not go too far. But thankfully, he was brought back down, by a nice hug by Sakura and a little, sort of a few comforting words. And we saw the curse mark retreat, and, everything kind of just calmed down from that point. I still do think very much like the curse mark is like the dark side in that, it can play on your anger, it can play on your fear, and so if you give into it, it will consume you and turn you into something that you're not. So I like that aspect of it. We're still in the middle of this contest, this exam, and people were right in that. I assumed that Naruto's group had both scrolls, but I forgot that Orochimaru had swallowed they'd lost one, I believe. So they don't have both scrolls. Either way, we'll see where it goes with that. But I am looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in this episode, so we're going to jump into it. Before we do, I want to say a big thank you to my Patreon super supporters: Frank Tremel, Karen Abel, Ace, Nick Walters, The Seven Deadly Sins, Damon Smallwood, Michael Y, Clara Gros-Louis, Mr. Greg 89, Tyrone Tyrone, and our newest Patreon super supporter, Pobinhas. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. If not, let me know, and I will endeavour to say it correctly, but I believe it's Pobinhas. Welcome aboard. So yes, let us jump in, and let's see what happens next. Welcome back, Naruto. A lot has happened since you've been gone. Yeah, you see Sakura's hair being cut.
What? Sakura, something happened here. I mean, something serious happened to your hair.
I like how he's not concerned at Sasuke at all.
But when I'm out in the wilderness like this and I'm moving around all the time,
Sasuke looks far worse, but he's only focused on Sakura.
Okay. Come on, Lee, pull it together. Alright?
Poor lad's had his eardrums battered,
What are you doing here?
I came
Probably best.
to fix.
It was.
Well, I guess I
Aw.
can't argue with that.
He's...
I know you, bushy brow.
What?
Knock it off. You better not say anything bad.
Oh. Oh. Oh, she's defending him. He's gonna like that.
What happened while I was asleep?
Leah's gonna like that.
Crazy. Of you, I was able to stand up for myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I've become a little stronger.
Yeah. Don't think she's gonna be your girlfriend, though.
Thank you, Sakura. I guess my efforts alone were not good enough. The lotus of the Leaf Village blooms twice.
Huh?
When we meet again, I will have become a stronger ninja.
Ah. Aw, and the friends are back being friends again.
Hugging him like that. Billboard brow. You heard the expression all fair in love and war. Little Eno pig.
Maybe not. Aw.
Akamaru, you okay?
Is he still
What?
shaking? He's been at it for half a day already.
What's wrong with the dog?
And now we're gonna be the first
So,
to reach the top.
uh-oh.
Don't get overconfident. That's a dangerous mistake to make.
Looks like the dog's flying.
It still has to guard itself at all times.
But she didn't say we couldn't take more than that.
Now you're just getting a bit cocky.
Around, and that means other teams will be cut out of the competition.
Your overconfidence will be your weakness.
Check it out, okay? If it looks too dangerous, we won't battle them.
Aww.
The little guy.
What scared him?
I have no idea.
Oh, look at him.
Ability to sniff out the level of an enemy's chakra. Do you believe the nerve of these Sand Village ninja Shuguri?
Oh no, it's the sand.
Yeah, they're a bunch of fools.
Uh-oh, it's the sand village.
I mean, if they had the same type of scroll as us, we're just fighting an unnecessary battle. I don't care.
He wants to just take him down.
Me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Gonna die.
I mean... Yeah, if you go down, it can't penetrate the ground. Oh. Did he use the ground to... Yeah.
Not one won't. Let's make it rain blood instead.
Oh, how very emo of you. Okay. Dramatic pause. He's got a really good sense of smell. He has an automated shield.
Just face it, you guys can't hope to defeat Gaara. Give me a break.
These guys are just lambs to the slaughter.
Sand coffin.
A sand coffin? Oh no. Is he about to get buried alive? Okay. Drop him and crack him open like an egg.
Sand burial.
Sand burial. What is the black stuff?
There wasn't any pain. I crushed him with more force than necessary, so it was over quickly.
Oh my god, was that all him?
Crimson tears flow and mingle with the endless sand. Please spare us.
He just crushed that guy into smithereens. And now there's no mercy for these two. Oh god.
This is bad. Sometimes you have to listen to what your big brother says.
He's his brother.
Too bad I don't think of you as my big brother at all. If you get in my way, I'll kill you.
Oh shit.
Look, do it as a favor for your sister.
They're all brothers and sisters, they're family. Uh-oh, he's seen them. Or is it another group?
We've already waited half a day. How much longer are they gonna make us wait?
Uh-oh, there they are. Don't look at him the wrong way. So are they treating this as neutral ground?
It's this tape. You have to see it. What is it?
VHS tapes. That takes me back.
Okay, now when you watch this, pay special attention to the time.
Okay, so it's afternoon.
That's impossible.
It took just 97 minutes.
And they killed 3 people doing it.
Happened before. No one's even come close.
It's 10 kilometers from the test entrance gates to the tower. And in between are ferocious animals and poisonous
So you
insects.
shouldn't even be able to make it there that fast.
Really have avoided all those things?
Any weapons?
I see it now.
Not one single scratch.
Uh,
Haven't even been able to spot one little speck of dirt on his clothing.
Okay, so, yeah, just when you think, like, you know, the guys from the Sound Village are dangerous, then they show us what the guys from the Sand Village can do. And, it is above anything that I think, you know, we've seen, with the exception of, obviously, Sasuke and Naruto. Gaara is an interesting one. He definitely seems like the moody emo type, but he's got a bloodlust that seems to delve into the realms of evil. I guess is the best way of trying to describe it. It's interesting that they are all family, though. You know, it's 2 brothers and a sister. And I guess that's the only reason why Gaara probably tolerates them in the first place, because he does not seem like he is a team player. But, you know, it's interesting that his jutsu is automated. It's like almost automatic. It's separate from his will. It's something he can't control. But it's a handy thing because it means that he's going to be protected from, you know, I'd guess most attacks. I presume that there's probably some attacks that are too fast, even for, you know, his sand wall to protect him from. Or there's something that may be able to break it. You know, I know it says it infuses with his chakra and his blood. And so that probably makes it super strong. But I also, you know, like the idea that there is always something that can break it. But the way he crushed those guys, I mean, he had no mercy. I thought he was going to let the other 2 go. And I'm surprised they didn't try to run or help or do something instead of just stand there in perpetual fear. But I can't say I necessarily blame them, you know? And it's not a nice way to go, being encased in sand and then crushed to death until you're literally combined with the sand and then it just squirts everywhere, you know? It's funny. He made it rain. That's a good point. He promised to make it rain blood, and he literally did make it rain blood. I didn't think about that. So that wasn't just a threat. It was a purposeful, meaningful statement. He was going to make it rain blood, and he did. So, yeah, I felt bad for Akamaru, the small dog. He was so scared, and he's so cute, you know? And I didn't realise until now he can sniff out chakra, which is why, you know, he's an important part of the team, because he's able to locate people, and, you know, Kiba apparently has a similar kind of sense of smell. You know, he's able to smell things that the other 2 weren't. So, you know, that combined with Inara's ability, I think, gives them a great advantage, because they have the great ability to detect, you know, and scout. And, you know, that's awareness like that can really make a difference in a fight. You don't have to be the most powerful if you're able to avoid certain threats or use your, you know, scouting ability to your advantage to give you those tactical abilities that could prove decisive. The episode started out, you know, with the expected kind of fallout of everyone coming together after the fight with the Sound Village. Rock Lee, even though he is pretty messed up, it was nice to see him get a little bit of respect from Sakura. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that's ignited a fire inside of him. As he said, the lotus of the Leaf Village blooms twice. So I'm guessing that means that if he failed the first time, he's going to get a second shot and he's going to win her over this time. Whether he does, I'm not sure. She's obviously still got her sights firmly set on Sasuke. There's a very weird kind of romantic circle. Well, it's not even a circle. It's all kind of lines. Rock Lee likes Sakura. Naruto likes Sakura. Sakura likes Sasuke. Sasuke, so far as we can tell, doesn't like anyone. So it's almost like a tree. You've got two people going for the one going for the other, and it goes up like that. So, but poor Naruto woke up. Loads of stuff he doesn't understand. He hasn't got a clue what's going on. But it's been nice, it's been nice to kind of give other people the spotlight. And now I expect, Naruto to start to slowly come back into it again. But yeah, no, this was a good episode. It sets up the stage with regards to the power of different groups. It certainly gives you a little bit of tension when it comes to facing down the Sound or the Sand Village. I'd love to see those two face off. Can you imagine the Sound and the Sand Village fighting each other to see who was really the strongest? That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.